Hey, shalom, shalom. Let's start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our Heavenly Father, Yahawah, Yahawashi, Rawchaa Qadash. All right, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone GMS who rule well and taught me this truth. Shalom to the Yahawah, which is the house of David. Shalom to the sincere Aquath, you sisters who abstain in order according to the scriptures. Right, and shalom to the large multitude of 1/3, the one that will be saved from the nuclear holocaust that shall fall upon Babylon. Right, I'm your brother Shamaon, coming back with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. And like always, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect. All right, as you can tell, this is a lesson in transit. All right, and I'm actually on my way to camp. You know, and what better way to head to camp than to try to get myself in the right spirit. You know, which is the spirit of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, which is the spirit of righteousness. You know, which is the spirit of the prophets of doom. You know, because ultimately, man, I remember Trump said that, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was the last time he was the president. This is a while back, you know, before Biden and shit. You know, and he called us the prophets of doom, man. And you know, and through the spirit, he wasn't wrong, man. The Lord put the spirit on this devil to say that for a purpose. You know, because ultimately, man, these other nations and these heathens and even 2/3 of our people, right? They don't understand the scriptures. They don't understand the Lord. You know, they don't understand why they should all fear the Lord. You know? But they're going to learn. They're going to learn, man. And the Lord has set up prophets. The Lord has set up prophets, man, to be Mount Zion, if you will. Right? We that monument. We represent Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. And everything that the Lord does, we represent the Lord. All right? We don't question the Lord. All right, we truly believe in everything that the Lord does, and all His prophecies, you know, and the things in the past that has happened. Right, we believe and trust that there is a purpose. All right, there's a purpose why the Lord allowed, you know, certain things to happen, and why He's going to allow certain things to happen in the near future. You know, the scriptures speak about how the Lord's ways are higher than our ways. And that's absolutely true, man. The Lord's ways are most definitely higher than our ways. You know? This is why we don't question the Lord. As a matter of fact, we trust in the Lord. You know? And we know that everything that the Lord does is just. You know, that being said, man, you know, the spirit right now, I know Elder Apostle Ramla was doing a lesson on how we are the prophets of doom. You know, other brothers also been using that as a title. You know, Lord willing, I can do another lesson when it's not a lesson in transit. You know, and bring out precepts. You know, like read them out. You know, because right now I'm only gonna be able to, you know, paraphrase them, quote them. You know, but yeah, that's definitely who we are, man. You know, the scriptures speak about how the spirit of a prophet is subject unto the prophet. Meaning, if you were a prophet in your past life, you're going to have that same spirit in this present time. All right? And in the past time, when the prophets came, you know, around the people used to fear. Why? Because the Lord is so merciful that He'll warn you and tell you to turn back to the Lord before these evils come. If you read the scriptures throughout history, all right, the Lord is always warning His people, man. Always warning His people to repent, and always warning these other nations that they're gonna catch hell. All right, they're gonna catch damnation, if you will. That's the Lord, man. The Lord always told you what was going to happen before it happened. Right? And that's mercy. to the nation of Israel, and that's also damnation to these heathens. You know, and these, first and foremost, these Edomites, man. But that's how the Lord always been, man. He always gave warning. So every time the men of the Lord came around, right, everybody used to hate on them. Especially 2/3 of our people, man, especially certain Israelites. They used to hate on the prophets that were set up by the Lord. And that's happening today. That happens today, right before your eyes, man. You know, because Christianity teaches you a false sense of hope. Christianity teaches nothing but love doctrine. You know, Christianity teaches you that the Lord loves everybody. Christianity teaches you that the Lord is a so-called white man. Christianity teaches you that the angels of the Lord are little naked babies. It's all confusion and false doctrine, right? And it's all doctrine that's meant to keep you in a state of sleep. You know, in a state of darkness, if you will, where you're blinded, where you don't really understand what's happening. You know, you don't really understand what's happening, and you don't question anything. That's what Christianity teaches our people, man. Not to question anything. Just believe in what the so-called white man tells you. Believe in his so-called white Jesus. Believe that God and Jesus look like the so-called white man, and don't question their authority. That's some white people shit right there. If you really think about it, that's some white supremacy shit right there. That's what Christianity teaches you, man. And this is what's gonna be the downfall of our people, man, the so-called black man, Latino, and Native American. Because we in the time right now where you gotta change your state of mind. We're in the times right now where you gotta awake from this sleep, from this darkness. You gotta get out of this darkness, right? Because our people's in a state of sleep right now. All right, they're sheeple, just followers. You know, just anything Esau says, they believe and go with it. Don't question anything. You know, they don't look outside of the equation, if you will. They stuck, man, in a bubble, looking at Esau, Edom as their power, as their God, putting their trust in Esau, Edom. And that's going to be the downfall of our people, man. And this is what Christianity has done. This is what the so-called white man, the devil, has done, man. Right? Because of this white man, right? He puts the spirit that this Edomite has, right? This demonic spirit, right? It falls on our people, man. It goes on our people. And this is why our people, 2/3 of our people, right? They hate the Israelites. All right, there's 2/3 of our own people that hate us, man, because we're speaking against their Christianity. We're speaking against their white supremacy Christianity, man. We're speaking against this false doctrines. See, the scriptures speak about cry out loud and spare not. You know, tell our people their transgression. All right, and that's what we're doing, man. We're crying out loud, not boo-hoo, tears coming out our eyes. No, we're out here bringing out these scriptures, man. Bringing out these scriptures boldly, if you will. Right? We're not sparing now. We don't care if we offend you or hurt your feelings. We're not trying to. See, that's another thing. That's another character trait that the men of the Lord had. They didn't. There's a precept that says that they trim their ways to seek secret love. See, the men of the Lord, they're not gonna trim their ways, man. The men of the Lord are not gonna trim their ways to seek secret love, man. We don't care if you love us or hate us. We're not the same way that Yahawah B'Hashem Yahawashi is a respect of no man. We're not a respect of no man, right? This is the difference between us and these Christians. We out here bold as lions, right? Speaking to the face of our adversary, which is who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Because he is the reason why our people is in this state. But when our people want to be, have that Stockholm syndrome and be lovers of their oppressors, right? We got to rebuke them. And that's love, right? You're wrong. We're telling you you're wrong, and that the Lord is not going to show mercy upon you in the latter days, in the times of evil, if you continue your wicked ways, man. If you continue to follow this devil and look at him as your power, as your God. You know? This is the warning that we're giving our people. Right? That evils are coming. That our people should repent and seek the Lord. Evils are coming. Pestilence. Right? I just did a lesson on that. Pestilence are coming. The Lord is going to plague America with pestilence, man. Right? With diseases. With viruses. Right? With animals. Locusts. You know? The Lord's going to plague this. It's going to plague this place. And that ultimate plague, that ultimate pestilence is going to be ICBM missiles, man. In the time of the second death. Which is going to be caused by fire. And that fire is going to be caused by ICBM missiles. You see? ICBM missiles is coming to a city near you in the time of World War III. World War III is coming. Get ready for war. See, these other religions are not doing this. Now, there is certain religions that do teach of the evils. All right, I won't deny that. I've spoken to certain Christians that know that we're in the latter days. They know that we're in the latter days and that evils are coming, right? But they still have drunk off the wine of Esau, Edom, man. They still drunk off that wine. We gotta get out of this place, man. These roads are fucked up. Babylon's road are fucked up, man. I hate these roads out here, man. And it's even in the suburbs, man. It don't matter where you are. If you in the hood or in the suburbs, these roads are fucked up, man. You know, excuse my French, man, but I hate these roads. Babylon is surely collapsing, man. From the infrastructure, from the finance infrastructure, there's no morals out here. You know? There's no morals, man. Everybody here is wicked, man. What's that precept? Folly is set at great dignity. It truly is, man. This is what Babylon shows. It shows nothing but folly. And this is why this place gotta go. This is why evils are coming. And this is what we prophesying, man. This is what the Lord has set us up for. He set us up in Babylon. This is why I came here. All right? Everybody came here for a purpose. All right? I have had men in this truth talking about how my immigrant parents should go back to their country when my immigrant parents came to this country, Babylon, aka America, you know, just so that I can be prophesy the downfall of this bitch, man. You know, and Lord willing, I found that hopefully elect number. You know, I have a strong belief that the Lord, you know, allowed me to be born on this land, on the soil of Babylon, just so I can prophesy the downfall of this bitch, man. Because Babylon is that top whore. Babylon is that top city that has to be taken down, man. Babylon is what gives these Edomites power, especially the head tribe of Esau, Edom, the Amalekites, right? Amalek, right? These 1948ers, these small hats. You know? America, this landmass, is what gives these Amalekites power, man. Right? The nation of America, with their army, with their propaganda, with the control of the entertainment industry, the media, a lot of these social media outlets, if you will, or platforms, Babylon, aka America's in control of them, man. And this is how the world is manipulated through the wine, which goes into the philosophy of Babylon. Ultimately, you know, these so-called white people. You know, and I'm not talking about these low-level white people out here, which they just low-level two-time losers, man. All they know is these Americans don't really got a lot of power. Even if they got themselves a nice little company, they fucking got themselves a nice little job. They're a supervisor, manager, whatever the fuck you want to call. You're a CEO or you're the boss of your company. These Americans ain't shit compared to these elites, man. And when I say these Americans, I'm talking about these Edomite Americans. That's what you are, man. You European Americans, man. Because the true Americans is the Native American and the so-called black man and the so-called Mexican man. Those are the true Americans, you know? Ultimately, the whole nation of Israel, right? Because it's North America, Central America, South America, right? These are all the Americas. The land that it was prophesied for the Israelites to come and dwell in, if you will. You know? And even that in itself brings fear and to these Edomites, man. It brings hatred in their heart towards us, more hatred. Because they know that they can't escape history, man. They can't escape the truth. And that's another thing, right? Prophecy is you know, to prophesy, to speak before something happens. That's what we're doing. But the prophecy of the Lord, it brings fear to these other nations, man. It brings fear to 2/3 of our people. That's why 2/3 of our people don't want to believe it, because they comfortable out here. But these Edomites and these heathens, they don't want to believe it because they scared to have a so-called black man in power. They scared to have a so-called Latino in power, so-called Native American in power. They scared that one day the nation of Israel is going to be in power, man. This is what these Edomites and these heathens are afraid of. You know, this is why we call prophets of doom. Because our Lord Yahawashi, the King of Kings, he's coming back, man. He's going to crack them clouds one day, all right? And that's sooner, and that's soon. That's soon, man. It really is. Because we see the times that we in. We see what state the world is going into, man. A cashless society, right? The mark of the beast, you know, it's only a matter of time, you know, because the technology is here. They're already pushing it in their movies, right? Which that's what's the word? Gradualism, right? They slowly put in all these hints, if you will. You know, that they want to control the world with a C hip, man, with a micro C hip. You know, the size of a rice device, and implement it in your hand. You know, these are the times that we're going into, man. Proving that we're in the last days. We are truly in the last days, man. And the Lord's going to turn it up. Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi is gonna turn up the heat in this bitch. Excuse my French. But this is why we the prophets of doom, man, because we're prophesying evils, right? We're prophesying perilous times. Scary times, man. Fearful times. This is coming. This is coming, man, to a city near you. And you Israelites that choose to continue in your wicked ways and follow Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and look at him as your power, you're gonna be partakers of the downfall of Babylon, man. Jacob's trouble is gonna be a nightmare, you know, a horrific nightmare you just can't wake up out of, you know. I'm gonna close out. I'm almost at the campsite, you know, Lord willing. This was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to our heavenly power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. All right. Double honor again to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, Worldwide, and taught me this truth. All right. Lord willing, on to the next lesson. Shalom.